for my observations, I observed 3 videos of class in elementary school level education. The first 2 videos are of the same classroom with the same teacher and students. And what I've noticed from those videos is that the students wore a uniform of a white collared shirt and khakis, as we're seeing right now in this video currently. And in the third video, I noticed that the students had diverse uniforms where half the class would wear a red velvet looking coat while other students wore a black collared shirt, and this could show that the students had multiple uniforms that they would wear throughout their time in school. Additionally, the desks are set up into groups of 4 for when the teacher is lecturing to the class and when the students need to, say, write and take notes for the classroom learning from what the teacher has to offer. Additionally, the teacher would also send them into groups. As we see now, the students are sitting into a circle in one big group, but in the other video that I watched, the teacher had them form smaller groups with students from other desks across the room and would solve problems together. And the teacher at the time would roam from group to group, ensuring that each group was working well and was able to comprehend the material. Now that moves me on to my next point, and that is that the students were able to grasp what this teacher was teaching because they often were able to relay the information back to her in their own words and were able to show it by completing problems, and this was seen in the other video by them writing out the correct math formulas to create the shapes that we're going to see in this video. Now, when I say the shapes in this video, I mean the teacher was able to create a lesson plan that spanned over multiple classes, allowing her to create a connected teaching lesson throughout a week. Now, the teacher was able to sit down with the students and participate with them throughout the entire class, as we're seeing right now. And she would discuss with the students, and the students, when answering questions, she would remain seated in the group circle and call upon them by name, allowing them to demonstrate their thoughts and to participate and engage with the teacher. Additionally, what I've seen is that the teacher prepared the lesson plan using activities from another class, and as I mentioned prior, that class involved math for cutting shapes, and she would then use these shapes to put them into different groups and have the students learn about the different shapes and angles that they created in the previous lesson. Now, what I've noticed from the diversity of the 3 videos that I did watch is that this video and the corresponding video with the same class were not very diverse from one another, at least ethnically speaking, from a visual sense. However, the third video that I did watch did appear to have more diversity in terms of ethnicity, and additionally, linguistically, it was kind of hard to tell, considering these are much younger students who are not going to have the necessary vocabulary to determine whether their primary language is English or Spanish or Korean or Japanese, Hmong. But what I can tell is that these students are learning to educate in the primary language of English, as that is what the classes are being taught in.